Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's LinkedIn workshop for job seeking and business growth. My name is Kevin, the event director of business jobs today. Thank you all for joining, and I hope everyone is excited for this workshop as I am. Now, let me introduce you to your speaker today, Mr. Jazzura, who has been an outstanding reputation in coaching business owners to maximize their business opportunity using LinkedIn and has various experience in financial advisory, corporate training, event management, as well as marketing and branding. So without a further ado, let's welcome Mr. Jazzura.
Good morning, good morning. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, you guys, how I have been able to use LinkedIn successfully for me to get more opportunities and all that. So what I like to be able to share with some of you, some tips on how you can actually use LinkedIn effectively. Yeah, either for you to look for new opportunities or for you to be able to find career opportunities. Yeah. And also if you are in business, you can also explore how you can get more business opportunities. Yeah. So to do that, I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, so basically, I see a lot of people use LinkedIn. Okay, how it was originally intended. Yeah, so LinkedIn long time ago was intended for a place for students or people to find work. Yeah, so what they did, they deposited their resume onto the platform. So that it was how it initially started. Yeah, however, over time, you see LinkedIn has also progressed to become somewhat more like a social media, yeah, like Facebook, for example. However, on LinkedIn, there is still a lot of professional characteristics and professional behavior if you look at the platform. Yeah, so although it's more social nowadays, but people still keep it somewhat professional, and you see a lot of the content people share are more skewed towards sharing about work, sharing about business, sharing about what's happening in the world and all that. So it's a bit more informative and skewed towards more professionalism as compared to other social media platforms, which has been, which are very much a lot more social. Yeah. Now, of course, because of the timing that we have, okay, we don't have much time. What I like to do is I like to just jump in immediately onto LinkedIn itself, yeah, and show you some of the ways on how you can improve your profile and also how you can actually navigate the platform. Yeah, going to share it now. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, clear. Thank you.
You can, yeah? Okay, all right, awesome. Now, let's talk a little bit about the psychology of human beings, yeah? Simply put, human beings are very curious, okay? And people are usually interested to look at beautiful things, okay? That is why we like to go on holiday, we like to go and visit new people, new places, we like to take selfies behind very nice walls, right? Because by nature we are attracted to beautiful things, okay? And by nature we are very curious people, okay? That is why when you do up your profile, the intention is not for you to look at it. The intention is for other people to look at it. Okay, so that is the first mistake a lot of people do. They set up a profile, they set up a LinkedIn account, but they don't do anything with the profile. Okay, they don't beautify the profile because it's intended for them to deposit their resume. Okay, so that's the first mistake. So that is what you want to avoid. So what you want to do is you want to be able to beautify your profile with the intention to showcase to potential either potential employers, potential recruiters, potential partners, or potential clients, to be able to increase that visibility and increase that curiosity for people to look at your profile and want to connect with you. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to be able to do. Okay, so what you do, there's three things here. The first one is your profile photo. Okay, your profile photo. For you to edit this, this is the button. If you open your profile, you can see all the areas that has got this pencil, small little pencil icon. Those are the places that you can edit the photo. Okay, now some things, some elements here you can't edit on your mobile phone. Okay, you can't see the buttons. I suggest that you do it on a laptop or a computer. Yeah, so it's much easier. Now, what you do is you click some of these buttons, you can adjust the photos. Okay. A quick tip in terms of how you do your profile photo, always use a current photo. Okay. Don't use photo from 3-4 years ago. Make sure you look almost the same in the photo as you personally. Yeah. Because why? You want to actually be able to meet some of these people outside. So you don't want a situation where you meet this person and the person says, hey, you look very different from your profile. Huh? Okay, so you don't want those things to happen. Yeah. So you want a current photo. Yeah. And preferably a photo of you smiling. Yeah. A photo of you that's not too rigid. Yeah. Yes, we say it's professional, but don't be like a very, statue kind of figurine looking at the profile. You know, like the photos you have in your passports and all that. So don't use those kind of photos. Okay. Do something a bit more relaxed. Yeah. In a professional manner. Okay. Dress well, smartly, like Kevin's profile on Google here. That's a very nice photo. Yeah. So you want to use those kind of things. Yeah. Make it big. Fill up the space at about 3/4 of your face, right up to about the shoulder. Don't make it too small, because sometimes people look at your profile through the handphone, and on the handphone it looks very small. Okay. So have a current photo, a photo of you smiling, and fill up your space to about 3/4 of the circle, and also have a good contrast. Okay, so if you're wearing a black shirt, don't have a black background. If you are wearing a pink color, for ladies, you're wearing a pink color, flowery kind of blouse, don't have a pink background. Okay, because you will be matched together with the photo and you can't see the contrast. Okay, so find a photo with a good contrast. Okay, so that's the first tip I want to share with you, your profile photo. The second tip is your background photo here. Okay, so for you to change this, you can press this button here. Okay, if you are into designs, you can do some nice designs using either Canva. Okay, you can use either Canva. Okay, Canva is a very nice tool for you to do designs. If I can show you here an example, this is Canva. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the Canva, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is Canva. So you can use Canva to do designs, or you can use PowerPoint. Yeah. So let me go back to my profile. Okay. So you want to change this banner photo or background photo. Okay. Three tips for you. If you have already been doing some work and all that, if you have a photo of you speaking to an audience, okay, that would be something good to be able to showcase some authority or some level of experience. Okay, so that's the first kind of photo you can put. Okay, the second kind of photo is maybe you have done some freelancing work or some apprenticeship work and all that, so you can show a picture of you doing that work, perhaps at the office, or you can show the brand of that company. Okay, have a photo of you next to the company logo or the company uh, you know uh, frontage. Okay, so that shows some form of experience. Okay, so you can either show your authority or credibility if you have done some work. If you have done some apprenticeship work, you can show your experience. The other one, the kind of photo that you can put is something that shows your experience, or the field of study that you are doing. And you can find some good photos here as well. You can Google them. You can Google them. However, sometimes I find the photos on Google are not as nice. So you can also take photos from here. This site is called Pexels. okay, pixels. So if I want to find a photo about business, for example, okay, this woman, for example, so I can find, you know, some very nice photos of a business setting. Okay, so if I take a subject like accounting, for example, or finance, okay, so if I type finance, okay, so this can be the type of background I put at my banner, okay, so that it reflects the kind of field that I am studying, or the kind of field that I'm intending to go into. Okay, so you want to find something that reflects your industry. Okay, so that's the three things. Okay, something that showcase your authority or credibility, something that showcase your experience, or something that reflects your industry. Okay, so that's the two tips I want to share with you. Okay, now the other one, what I would like to share with you is, before I do that, I hope all of you are in front of a computer. If you are, can you open another tab and go to your LinkedIn profile and just copy the link and paste it in the chat. Okay, copy the link and paste it in the chat. All right, I can see Needy, very nice profile. And I can see Ishwar, okay, very nice. And also Kevin. Okay, all right. Okay, very good. Okay, so if I ask you to quickly do a poll check in terms of which profile do you like? Okay, so let's go through this together. Okay, so do you like number one, number two, or number three? Which one do you like? Can you type it in the chat? Number one, number two, number three. Okay, can you type in the chat? All right. Okay, so why do you say number three? Why do you say number three? Can you type in the chat?
Complete version.
Yeah, it looks more colorful, right? It looks complete. Yeah, so that is basically how people are attracted to our profile. Yeah, because first thing is a lot of people are visual. Yeah, so a lot on social media, we don't have time to go through a lot of things, so we will scan through, we will just glance through. The more appealing it is visually, the more we will stop and check it out. Yeah, so all of us have got same equal time, about 5 seconds, for somebody to turn to another profile. So that is why we got to make sure that we do as much as possible to help other people to be able to identify us quickly. So here we can see, so Kevin's got to do some work on your background. Okay, your profile photo is nice. It's got a good contrast and it's got good size. Um, Ishwar, if you want to make your profile photo slightly bigger, just up to your shoulder, the circle right up to your shoulder. Needy, slightly bigger so that we can see your beautiful smile. Okay, and you've got already a background, so this is nice. Okay, and if your field of study is marketing and communications, perhaps you can find a logo which reflects more of that. Okay, as compared to just buildings. Okay, so that's the first. That's just a quick recap of what we covered. Now, if you notice also, at the three profiles that were shared, if you look on the chat, okay, you can actually see, for example, Needy's one. Okay, you see there www.linkedin.com/in/needy-kasaran-41A9551A0. Okay, and also Kevin's one. Okay, Kevin-Victor-A520401B4. Okay, it doesn't look nice, it doesn't look professional. Okay, but Ishwar, sorry, Ishwar knows what to do. Okay, so she has actually edited her public URL. Okay, so that's what we want to do first. And you can also see it on your profile. For example, if I look at Kevin's profile and I look at his contact information, so I can actually see your profile address also here. Okay, so I can see it both on the URL address here on top of your site, and also I can look at it here. So somebody who's got this number here, I know for a fact that he doesn't quite know how to navigate LinkedIn. Okay, so that is the other one we wanna change here. Okay, so you wanna delete all these numbers. How you do it is very simple. On the right hand side to your banner, there is another tab. Okay, it says here edit public profile and URL. So I want you to click this, edit public profile and URL. You come to another page similar to your profile, and it's got pencil at the back here. So I want you to click this, okay, and I want you to delete those numbers. Those are unique numbers. When you register when you set up your account for the first time, it will give spaces, it will give dashes to your name, and it will create a unique number. Okay, after you have set it up, you can actually edit this. So I want you to delete those numbers, at the back of your name, and your name, if it's long, if you want to use just your calling name, you can also do that. So for example, I just use Al Jazzura. Okay. And there's no dash in between my name because I don't like dashes in between my name. Okay. So I just put there Al Jazzura. Now, what you can do with this now, it becomes your unique LinkedIn link. So next time when you want to set up your email, for example, then at the bottom of it, you can have your LinkedIn. Okay, so it looks very nice and clean, just the linkedin.com with your name there. Okay, or for example, if you print later a name card, so you can put the LinkedIn logo and next to it just your name without all those funny numbers. Okay, and it's easier for people to search you up because they just type your name. Sometimes when you have the number, they type your name, it doesn't quite appear because it's got those numbers. Okay, sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. But if it's just your name, you've already edited, it's faster for you to be able to get your name. Okay, so if you can delete that now, so let's see, Kevin, if you have done it. Nice. Okay, so now it looks very nice and clean. Okay, Kevin Santana Victor. Is that correct? Santana Victor. Okay. So if you feel that's still a bit long, you can put Kevin Victor, the same as your name on the profile. Okay. But that's your choice. Yeah. But at least now it looks a lot more professional. It looks a lot better. Okay. So that's the three things we have done this morning. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Do you have any questions so far? Everybody good so far?
So I have one question.
Pardon?
I have one question, just a bit.
Yes.
So you said it's better if we just keep our name, right? So like even if you want to keep like our own number, we shouldn't keep like any other number. It looks unprofessional, is it?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Preferably is just your name. Okay. But
Okay, sir.
sometimes we have a very common name. We can't get that number because somebody already took that name. Okay. Then perhaps you put one or two number, but put a number that represents something for you. Don't put numbers which represents funny things. So we know
Yeah.
numbers. So you get what I mean. Put a
Yes,
number
sir.
that
Thank you.
representative of you, your date of birth, or maybe your year of birth, for example. Then that's fine. But preferably, I don't quite like to put numbers because it doesn't quite look professional. Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
So I
sir.
have,
Thank you.
Yes.
so let's say my LinkedIn name is just Kevin Victor, but then my link just now you saw there was Kevin Santana Victor, like my
Yeah.
is that okay?
Preferably, I would suggest that you use Kevin Victor because then you standardize all social media names. That means Kevin Victor. If you want to be known as Kevin Victor, then use Kevin Victor. Okay.
Because I couldn't add Kevin Victor just now because
Or you couldn't, huh? Okay, that's
yeah,
fine. Then that's fine. Probably there's another Kevin Victor out there who's already taken the name.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So I see
Hi,
here.
sir. I have a question as well.
Yes.
Even after I edited the profile URL link, on top of my profile, it still shows the numbers.
Okay, you want to refresh that.
Oh, I did
Re-
already, but it's still showing the numbers 41A955 1A0.
Can you paste your, hold on, let me just double check. Needy, right there?
Yeah, correct.
Later when you refresh, it'll go away because on your, if you see here, okay, so if I open your contact info here, it's already changed. Okay, it's already changed here. See?
Oh, yes, I can see.
Okay. So you see on your profile, it's already changed. Sometimes it takes a little while.
Oh, okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much, sir.
Yeah, and also we have our friend here, Shehyar. How do I pronounce your name? Okay, so this is very good. Okay, he's got very clean contrast. If you can make your photo slightly bigger. So, and I look at the background, I can more or less tell that you probably are taking accounting or some data science or something like that. Perhaps I'm just guessing. Okay, but roughly I can roughly tell. Okay. Oh no, sir. He says, no, sir. Okay, so that's the three things we have done: your profile photo, your banner photo, and your LinkedIn URL. Okay, now what you want to do next is you want to do up your tagline nicely. Okay, your tagline. Okay, so for example, if I look at all of yours, let me just share the screen again. Okay, so if I look at some of the profile here, okay, so for example here, Sheikh says under his name, you can see the tagline, student at Sunway University. Okay, all right. Kevin says student at Sunway University. Ishwal also says Sunway University. Okay, Lancaster University. Okay, Nidi, okay, Nidi's one is slightly different. So if you look at this on your right hand side here, you've already linked yourself under the education part here, okay, that you are attached to Lancaster University. So the first thing, if you attach this, that means people know you are either studying or you went to Lancaster University. So same with Kevin, you put there Sunway University. So you don't have to actually write here again. Okay. Sometimes I see people writing graduate at certain university. Hello, if you went to university, chances are you are a graduate. Okay, so you don't have to repeat. So what you can do here, you can make it a bit more interesting. Okay, you can put something like what Needy put here. Okay, Associate of Marketing and Communication, for example. Okay, at Sunway Harvard Project. Okay, so this shows something a little bit more interesting, such that if I look at Needy's tagline, I want to find out more about her. What exactly is she doing? Okay, so she doesn't say that she's a graduate or student at Lancaster University. So that is something that you want to try out. Okay, so you can write about things you aspire to work. Okay, so for example, if you are an what you study, Ishwar? International business. Okay, so for example, Ishwar studies international business, and let's say you aspire to work into to go into international business. Okay, so you can say um, a passionate individual. Okay, looking to work in a large organization. Okay, my interest is international business. Okay, so it looks a lot more interesting. So it's like you telling a story. It's like you doing a quick pitch for the position that you intend to go into. Okay, so for example, like mine, okay, I put there I'm a automotive enthusiast. Okay, so I have a short line of my recognition, and I immediately tell people how I can help them. Okay, so I help financial advisors use LinkedIn more effectively. I help graduates shine on LinkedIn because I help them with their profile. I help people on personal branding. Okay, I am an advisor in the area of business finance. Okay, so I immediately tell people what I can do for them. Okay, and some of my little recognition that I have, and what are some of the areas that I can help people with. So I don't tell people that I am, a graduate from Middlesex University because it's already here. So when people see here, people know that I graduated from Middlesex University. If they want to know more about the field of study, they can actually go down to my experience education section and see that, oh, okay, this guy took accounting. Okay. And I don't have to put my title at the company because people will see this logo, and if people are curious enough, they will click this logo and they will actually go down here and they will see that I'm involved in the learning department. Okay, so that is how you want to create variety in your profile. Put something somewhat uh, that will create a curious increase the curiosity of somebody to look at your entire profile. Okay, so these are small little hooks that will make yourself stand out from the rest of the people. Because believe me, when I look at graduates profile, most of them, a lot of times, they just put there graduate. Obviously, if you put here university, you are a graduate. Okay, so that is something that you want to try to do. Okay, so a simple hack for you is you go in Google and you say sample taglines for LinkedIn. Okay, for LinkedIn. Okay, so you see some of these images and you see a lot of sample profiles. Okay, just choose something. Don't copy them directly. Choose something which resonates with you and speaks about yourself. Okay, and you can use that. Okay, so for example, yesterday I did a profile for I helped a professor in UITM. Did his profile. Let me just see. Okay. So this is profile, for example. Initially, he put there researcher in UITM. Okay, UTM. Okay. And after I work with him, he's got a new photo here. He's got a nice banner. And he says there, researcher, passionate about political science, political economists, foreign policy, policy makers. Okay. So he likes all these things. Okay. So these are some things that you can also put in your profile. Okay. Now, what we want to do next is this about section. Okay, this is good. Okay, this about section, you want to also be able to write something little about yourself. Okay, and another area that you can beautify your profile is you want to add this feature section. Okay, if you see under your tagline now, there's this add profile section, there's this feature section. Okay, so you can put either some postings that you have done, or if you have an article that you have written on LinkedIn, you can share it here. Or if you have a website, you can link to your website. Or more importantly, if you have done a presentation, if you have a photo of you doing a presentation, if you have a video of you having done a presentation, you can actually put it here. Okay, so for example, if you see Irwan's profile, he's got this feature section. So immediately, if I look, the psychology of somebody looking at your profile, I look at the first page, everybody gets the same page, right? When you open somebody's profile, it starts like that, right? Everybody sees the same thing. So what happens is you will actually go down. Okay, so you have a nice photo here that hooks the person. He looks at your tagline, it creates curiosity, and he will actually scroll down. And here he sees the video. Scrolls down some more, he sees some experience. Okay, so these are things that you can add to your profile. So for example, needy, so here under your experience, you can write a little bit more. And if you have photos as well, you can also edit here so that it looks like mine. Okay, so for example, you've got short write-up here and you've got some photos. You got short write-up here, you've got some photos. You got short write-up here, you've got some photos. Okay, so mine has got that, you know, factor of you know, that visual impact. Okay, so when somebody looks at my profile, he is seeing visuals and then some writing, some visuals, some writing. So that will increase my chances of somebody pressing something to learn more about me. Okay, so those are what you want to be able to add on your profile. Okay, so you want to add the feature section. So your about section, you can expand it a bit more. So you want to add the feature section so that there's something very visual, okay, about your profile. On your experience as well, you can, you know, if you have some experience, you know, then you can also write write a little bit more and also put some visuals. And also, even if you have not done anything, you know, you can also write a little bit more on your education section. Okay, so share a little bit about your journey in your university, at your university. Okay, if you are a scholar, make sure you write there you are a scholar, because you can actually edit more. Okay, your education section here, you can edit. Okay, so you can actually write something. If you are a scholar, make sure you put your grade there. Write something about some of the activities you were involved in. Okay, so if you receive any awards, if you have done any presentation, you can also upload the photo. Okay, I've not done it for mine because I graduated a long time ago, and you know, it's not quite relevant for people to look at my education background, but they look at more my experience. Okay, but for you as a new graduate, you want to also expand a little bit about your education section. Okay, that's what we can do. All right, so now it's 11:40. Time flies very fast. Okay, so do you have any questions? Any questions? You can unmute and talk to me as well if you want.
I have a
Hello,
question.
sir.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Sabrina, you can go
let's
ahead.
go first. Sabrina, okay. Sabrina wants to
Okay.
go first.
So how can I increase the engagement in my LinkedIn?
Okay, all right, good. So when you want to start engaging with people, okay, you need to think about you need to think about three groups of people. Okay, now the first group you want to connect to is the first group are your peers. Okay, so for example, all of you make sure you're all connected to each other. Okay, go and connect and get to know one another and all that. Okay, so second group is people who can bring you closer to an interview. Okay, who are these people? Who can bring you closer? Who can bring you closer to an interview opportunity? What are the kind of titles or the kind of position they are in? Yes, recruiters.
Recruiters,
Yes, recruiters. Some more?
people from HR.
People from HR. Some more? Okay, CEO are typically very busy people. Sometimes you know, they don't quite engage. Some CEO, yes, but majority of CEOs don't quite engage with people. So another tip for you is heads of departments. Okay, so let's say you want to work in the finance department, you go and find the head of finance department. If you want to work in operations, you go and look for the head of operations. Okay, so either the HR people, the recruiters, or people who are heading departments. That is easier to connect to as compared to CEOs. CEOs, directors, you can. However, sometimes they respond a little bit longer. Okay. However, do try. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you how to increase your engagement in two ways. One is actually to do research. Okay. So for example, am I sharing my screen? Not yet. Okay. So for example, if you go to a company, okay. So for example, do you have any companies that you are interested to work in? Any examples, any things that you have thought about? Can you type in a company? Okay, Cellcom. Okay, good. So for example, you can Google here Cellcom. Okay, not Google. You can search in the search function. You can actually search for Celcom, and then here you can actually see some of the people who work in Celcom. You see, head of corporate strategy and development. So I can actually look at this person's profile. Okay, and from here I can see whether this person is active or not. Okay, so I see that he has not done up his profile. Okay, maybe he's busy. Give him the benefit of the doubt. But I see here he's got 1,500 followers. Perhaps he's active. So he's been the head of corporate strategy for about 3 years. Okay, before that he was working in Maxis. So I can somehow get to know this person. Okay, Harinder. Okay, now I want to see whether he's active. Okay, I look at his postings. 3 weeks ago he posted something. Okay, 1 month ago he posted something. And so he doesn't quite post on his own, but he's actively sharing other people's content. Okay, so 1 day ago he liked this. Okay, 1 day ago he liked this. 1 day ago he liked this. So that means he looks at LinkedIn quite often. Okay, he's not the type who posts quite a lot, but he's definitely somebody who looks at LinkedIn. So what you can do, you can connect with this person. Okay, so you want to build your connection, and you want to build your connection with these 3 kinds of people. People who are in your peer level. That means either people who are graduates or people in your industry. If you're taking finance, connect with people who are taking finance. If you are taking international business, connect with people who are doing international business. Okay. Second, connect with people who can bring you closer to an opportunity or an interview. Okay. The third group is you want to connect with people who are already very active. Okay. Either they are business influencers or leaders and all that. Okay. Because why? When you engage with people who are active, it will also help you become visible. For example, okay. For example, if I, go to Irwan's profile, okay, you can see that he doesn't, okay, he shares my posting on his profile. Okay, so my name appear on his profile. Okay, so if any of his friends look at his postings, they will probably see my name there. And the good news is they see not just my name, they see my face, and they also see the tagline here. You see? Okay, so that is how I can move around into other people's profile. Okay, so similarly, when you post on somebody's profile, so for example, if I look at mine, okay, when you comment on other people's profile, the name will also appear here. Okay, the name and their title. Okay, so you can see my postings and all that. Okay, so you can actually see their photo and their tagline here. So that immediately attracts me to this person. So if I wanted to know this person, I will actually go to his profile. Okay. Wow. Very nice profile. Aviation enthusiast. Wow. Okay. So that's a very nice. So this is reflective of his industry or his enthusiasm or his passion. Okay. A picture of a helicopter. Okay. So this is very nice. Okay. So you want to create something like that. So when you engage with others, make sure you engage purposefully. Engage with the purpose of getting to know people, building your connections, and making comments which are beneficial for other people. Okay, don't do it like a lot of times on other social media platforms. We just casually share. Don't casually share. Okay, put some thought to your comment, and put some thought to your engagement. Put some thought to your postings. Okay, make it stand out. Put in some effort, because then you will differentiate yourself from majority of people who are just casually using LinkedIn. Okay.
So here, can I ask a question?
Yes, sure.
What type of content do you think we should share to get more exposure?
Okay. So there's 2 ways. If you don't have content, share other people's content. Okay. Learn as you go. Okay. Second, you want to share something which you are passionate about. Okay. you want to share something you have experience in, okay, or if you have knowledge in. Don't share rambling things, okay. Don't just share for the sake of sharing. Put your thoughts out there. You can treat LinkedIn like your personal blog where you can share your thoughts and ideas, okay, your perspective. Okay, so you want to share something which you believe in, you want to share something you are passionate about, you want to share something that's something that you know about, you're expert in. Okay, don't just ramble about things. Okay, by doing that, slowly you will build more expertise, more experience in doing your postings. Okay, there's a question here. Can you repeat about section? Okay, so in the about section, this is also something that you can read other people's profile, or you can Google. I suggest you can do three things. One is you can write about what you are currently doing. Okay, currently doing. You are currently doing. Okay. Second, you want to share some past experience. Okay. And three, you want to share a little bit of your personal side. Okay. So what you can do, you can learn from me through my postings. Okay. So if you go to my company, Batriku, okay. So if you go to my company, you can follow us. You can follow us. Okay. So you can also support me by following my company. Okay. So you can follow me, okay, on the company page, and you can see the kind of postings here, okay, to give you ideas. And also you can connect with my team members, okay, and you can see the kind of postings they also do for you to get ideas. If you want to connect with them, if you want to connect with somebody, make sure you send them a note, okay, send them a personal note. For example, I want to, okay, am I sharing my screen? Yes. Yes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So for example, I do an example here. I want to connect with Needy. Okay. So you can connect with all my staff and teams. Okay. Because I'm a common factor, you can mention my name. Oh, I had a sharing session with Mr. L. I like to connect with you and just get to know you more. Okay. So for example, I write here. When I press connect, I can send a note. Okay. So I will say, hi, Needy. Okay, it was nice to see you in class in the session today. Okay, I like your tagline. Okay, and I like your tagline and how you write about your experience. Okay, and let's here on LinkedIn. Okay. Okay. Then I send. Now this is also very important because majority of people don't even bother to write a personal note. They treat it like Facebook where you want to just add friends, add friends, add friends. So it doesn't make any sense, So you want to get connected to people and build relationship. Okay. As you start work, as you develop your career and all that, what's going to be important is your circle of network, your circle of friends that you are going to start building online. Okay. And believe me, I have been able to get a lot of opportunities because I build relationship online and I take it offline. Okay, I have met a lot of people who I've met on LinkedIn. We didn't know each other. We've never met each other before and all that. And we are slowly, I'm slowly meeting some of these people and discussing about opportunities, discussing about things we can do together and all that. Okay, so that is what you want to be able to do with LinkedIn. Okay. So, okay, so we've got another 10 minutes, So I hope you've gotten some value. How do you find the session today? Can you type in the chat? How do you find it? We've got another 10 minutes. So if you have any questions, thank you. Thank you. Never have LinkedIn before. Okay, so today, 1 hour. 1 hour. I definitely can't share a lot with you. I've learned LinkedIn for many years now. I like the platform, and I do a lot of research on the platform. I study the platform, so I've been able to use it quite successfully. Of course, 1 hour is definitely not enough. But I hope you've gotten some ideas in terms of how you can start, using it. You can look at mine. You can, take, you get to know my friends, get to know my team members and all that. Okay, you can use it as examples for you to learn from as well. Okay.
Hi, sir. I have a question regarding the tagline, the headline.
Yes.
How long would you consider too long? Because I noticed yours is four lines.
Yeah.
So how long usually would you go for?
Okay, take advantage of it. Okay, so on the tagline you only have 200 character space. Okay, so take full advantage of it. Put in maximum.
But usually when you see someone's profile on, let's say, on the recommended page,
Mhm.
does it show all those 200 characters?
Not everyone maximizes it, but a lot of people do. Somebody who's already very established, for example, maybe they don't need to put too many things there lah. A chief executive officer is a chief executive officer, right? So some people just want to state their position as a chief executive officer, right? I don't want to do that because I want to showcase my expertise, how I can help other people. So I need to put in a few things, right? So you have the option to maximize the 200 characters, or if you want to write shorter, that's just a choice. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
welcome. Any other question? You've got another 5 minutes.
So while searching for a job
Yes.
through LinkedIn, how should our profile look like? Like, what are the key things that a recruiter sees in a candidate's profile?
Sorry, Sabrina. I can't hear your voice properly. Can you repeat the question?
So, if a candidate is looking for a job,
Uh-huh.
what are the key things that a recruiter sees in a candidate's profile or a LinkedIn profile?
Okay, so two
About
things you wanna.
skills and experiences and everything else that is related to the work work field.
Okay, so on social media, people will tend to look at two things. Okay, one is your profile. That one is quite straightforward because all of us can do out our profile, right? We know our experience, we know our field of study, we can write factual things there. Okay, now when people stalk us or when people look at us, they don't just look at our factual things. They also want to look at our personality. So how do you see that is through your postings? Okay, that is why it's good to make sure all your social media platforms are somewhat streamlined. Okay, so start, if you're going into work, going into business and all that, start making all your social media platforms more professional. Focus on talking more about work, more about business, more about economics of the world and all that. Don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion, don't talk about just fancy food and stuff and all that. Do less of those. Focus more on business, work, those kind of things. Okay, or your segment of industry. Okay, because that reflects your personality, and that is what they will be able to somewhat pick up when they see your postings. So they don't just, when you have a nice profile, they don't just look at your profile, yeah. They also look at your personality. They want to be able to gauge, how is this person? Is this person a right fit in my organization? Okay. So I hope I answered the question, Sabrina.
Yes, sir.
How do I approach strangers in the platform? I've just showed you an example how I connected with Needy just now. So connect with the three types of people: your peers, uh, people who can bring you closer to an interview, and people who are already active on LinkedIn. Don't connect with strangers just for the sake of connecting with strangers. Okay, be strategic about it. So you don't want to. This is not a race of increasing your number. Okay, this is a strategic platform where you want to build good relationship, strong relationships that will take you far and wide in your career and business. Okay, so choose the people that you want to connect to. I hope I answered that question, Rakesh, for you. Okay, chief. Not being a chief or anything lah, but I've used it quite long enough to understand. And you don't want to waste time as well with people who are casual about it. You want to connect with people who are serious about their career. They want to move up in life. They want to grow their business. They're passionate about certain things and all that. Okay. Okay. So, Kevin, last few minutes for you to jump in and say something.
Mr. Al, actually, I have a question to you.
Yes.
Okay. There's this thing on LinkedIn where there's first, second, and third. Like there's a small icon there.
Yep.
Could you explain what it is? And also, do we need a premium account that we could use to benefit from LinkedIn?
Okay. So for example, if a first connection person, okay, for example, let's look at your profile. I'll give you an example. So for example, I'm not connected to you, Kevin, before this, but somehow we are second degree connection because we've got some mutual connections. Okay, so that's why you're second degree to me. Okay, but as soon as I accept your connection request, okay, you see that you become a first degree connection. Okay, so a first degree connection is I'm connected to you. A second degree connection is I'm not connected directly to you, but we have a common connection. Okay, a third degree connection is we don't have a common connection. So what you want to do is you want to increase your second degree and third degree to make it first and second. Okay, so for example, Ishwar, I'm not connected to you, but we've got some mutual connection. Hence, we are a second degree connection. Okay. So I'm connected to Afiq, we're already first degree connection. Okay. Needy, as soon as you accept my connection request, then we will become.
Oh, I accepted already. Maybe refresh. You have to refresh.
Okay, so let me refresh. Yes, so now we become first degree connection. Nice. I like what you've added here, the feature section. Very good. Okay. So it looks nicer, right? Even one glance of it, it looks very nice. Correct?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So you want to add a little bit more in your experience section, you're already doing a lot of postings, so that's good. Yeah, so that's good. You can share things like this. You can write a little bit about your experience and okay, what you're doing very well here. Okay. Needy, you're doing very nice here. Okay. So later, all of you can also take a picture of this and you can write something, what you learn. Things like this are also fine to share. Okay. So look at Needy. Needy is doing some great job here. Okay, awesome. And also, if you notice, if you want to post, don't post two pictures. Okay, because you see it gets cut off. Okay, if you press, then you will see the picture, but don't make it difficult for people. Okay, sometimes people don't want to click, right? So they are lazy to click. So you make it easy for people. Two pictures get cut off. So you either use 1, 3, or 5. More than 5, I don't recommend because it's just too many things for people to want to press and see. Okay. All right. So thank you again, guys. Thank you again. It's already 12 o'clock. It's nice to be able to speak to some of you here. So I hope you've been able to get some value out of the sharing, and I hope you've gotten some ideas in terms of what you can do. Yeah. Okay. Over to you, Kevin.
All right. Thank you, sir. So I assume there are no questions anymore. Okay, can you guys see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jazzura, for your concise and informative workshop today. We are honored to have you here, and thank you for your time. I believe your mentoring benefited all of us as a society. Thank you, everyone, and participated, and those who participated in the workshop today. Once again, thank you very much, sir, for your time. We truly appreciate it. We wish you all the best on your endeavors. And for the participants, and for the participants, now we can Facebook and you can update about events for our YouTube channel. We will be recorded workshop, which is will be uploaded there, and there are other workshops as well that is uploaded on our channel, YouTube channel. And for your information, we do have a language workshop series 2 coming up, and other workshop that we have in line for you all to join. Do follow us for more updates on that. And all participants will receive a e-certificate through your email soon. And also we will share the slide that Mr. L has shared with us for your reference. And next is, everyone, please fill in the feedback form. It's really helpful for us to know how we can serve you better. And we would also like to know what other topics that you would like us to cover for our upcoming event. Thank you very much, everyone. And that marks the end of our workshop. Have a nice day.